Hello, lovely to have your company this Tuesday evening. My name's Sean Ryan, and this, of course, is the biggest live cruise show on the TV, the Planet Cruise TV show. A show that's been running several years. We're coming close to our 400th show, actually. And tonight we have got some fantastic savings, some exclusive deals, and I just hope we find the right cruise for you. I know we will, actually. And I'm joined by a great friend of mine, the one and only Keith Maynard. Nice to see you, Keith.
Good to see you, Sean. What's this I hear about you telling all the viewers that I've got stolen all your cufflinks?
It's true, you have. Yeah, he has.
This is
borrowed.
Scandalous.
Borrowed.
Scandalous.
But we're good friends. That's fine.
We are, no, exactly.
What's all this about? You've been on a cruise ship this week, and everyone's saying that you look slimmer in real life.
Well, this happened on Cruise for Keith as well. That's what everyone said. There's a lot slimmer in real life, and that you should stop picking on me.
Oh,
that was the general consensus.
I'll be nice tonight then. But I tell you what, Keith, we've got an amazing show.
We have.
By the way, Keith, those of you that don't know Keith, he's a great friend of mine, but most importantly, you know the cruise industry inside out, don't you?
Yeah, I worked for 12 years as a cruise director, so I've got a good idea of how things work, both on board and shoreside, and I've been through these ports of call as well. But you're right, we've got a great show tonight.
Oh, brilliant
we've got a deal cruise for, I think it's 8 nights for £389, which is mind-blowing.
And that's in July?
In July.
That's our first deal.
And then we've got an amazing one that includes a chance to go to the Iguazu Falls, which is just incredible. One of the first times we've featured that, and that's going round into Argentina, Buenos Aires, you know, down into Montevideo. That's brilliant. And then we've got, of course, the wonderful Luke from Carnival on the sofa.
Yes.
Which is going to be great. And an exclusive chance to win an opportunity to have a one-on-one with James Martin. It's an opportunity that money can't buy, and that's if you purchase a cruise tonight on Britannia, and the deal is absolutely incredible. There's loads of money off. That's
with P&O, their latest ship, and also the price tonight is under £700, I think, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
For the maiden season.
Anyway, without further ado, if you are new to the show, there are many reasons why you should book with Planet Cruise. I'll just give you a quick list, right? I won't read them all out, but you know, Planet Cruise are such a well-established company.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been around for years now, and we've got a 97% for customer feedback rating for our sales, which is always going up, you know, with the work that we do. And we tailor cruise holidays to suit your needs, Sean, which is really important. They're bespoke.
And I mentioned we're about to celebrate our 400th Planet Cruise TV show. Now, there's a little competition running right now for you to join us live in the studio to celebrate. 6 winners and their guests will enjoy a studio tour, a buffet lunch with myself and Keith, and you get to watch the show live on June the 19th.
Just watch your cufflinks.
Yes. I mentioned last week the buffet would be big, Keith, but I got told off.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this as well, you cheeky monkey.
But to be with the chance of winning, go to the Ideal website now, idealworld.tv/Planet Cruise Holidays, and complete the following. I love Planet Cruise TV because you've got another week to enter. But that's a really fun day. Yeah. But we'd better crack on. Keith mentioned we think this is going to fly tonight. By the way, it's a free phone number that you need to call right now, 0800 840 1088. And the call centre opens till 10:30 tonight, and we have got very, very experienced cruise agents to help you decide and to give you more advice. But this is an amazing start to the show. Cruise Maritime. 389 for a July sailing. And this is going to be on board their latest addition to their fleet, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. Joining this year the fleet for Cruise Maritime, the Magellan. This is an adult-friendly cruise ship, so it's a great opportunity if you've already had all your kids have flown the nest and you just want to cruise with like-minded fellow passengers who are around the same age. This is a good opportunity for you. It's a British-style cruise company, and again, that means everything on board will be in the UK sterling, great British-style entertainment, great open deck parties. They get great guest lecturers on board, lots of open deck space for you to enjoy the sun, and again, it's all about those speakers, all about those enrichment opportunities that they have on board. If you're a big fan of the other Ideal World channel, of course, which focuses on jewellery, then this is a great cruise for you as well, because they have dedicated people on board that do jewellery making and do painting and various other dedicated crafting sessions. But this is all about the opportunity to get on board their latest ship. And it's the perfect chance for somebody to not necessarily go on a ship that's all about ice skating and bumper cars, but taking cruising back to the basics. Good music, good food, good company, and being out in the open sea, getting that fresh sea air into your lungs.
And you know, this has got to be all about the price tonight as well.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the brochure price was £690 more than this, so it's actually better than half price tonight. And the great thing is, we're selling out the UK as well, so your holiday begins straight away.
Yeah, the
Tilbury.
London port of Tilbury, and then you've got a chance to go straight over to the world of tulips and wooden shoes and Heineken beer and Anne Frank, and of course floating opportunities to go down those wonderful canals. It's Amsterdam. I love this place. I've visited many, many times. It's got more canals than Venice, connecting over 90 different islands, 1,280 bridges, many of them illuminated by fairy lights at night. It's a great chance for you to head out to the tulips and the windmills.
I would say July must be lovely though, isn't it?
It's really beautiful, Sean, and I'd say hire a bike from Matt Bike, cycle around. It's very flat, very easy to do so. Join the locals, go on a canal cruise, soak up the views, go to see one of the oldest flower markets in Europe, the Albert Kayat market, which is one of the biggest markets in Europe, and a great opportunity to soak up the history and also some great artwork as well. But it's all about the parks. Go out to Vondel Park and Ooster Park and more. Okay, let's move on. Next port of call is Hamburg. This is the gateway to Berlin, yes, but it's also so much more. You get an overnight here, so a real chance to enjoy this place in real style. And again, would you believe it? There's over 2,100 bridges. There's more bridges in Hamburg than Venice and Amsterdam combined. And it's a beautiful city. People don't realise this, but there's so much to see and do. It's one of the biggest ports in the world. The Beatles, of course, started their history here. They started their career here back in the 1960s. You've got the historical Warehurst district. You've seen photos of that. And, of course, the Baroque Church of St Michael's, which you saw just here, is one of the landmark pieces of architecture. But you also get a chance to head out into Berlin, go and see the Brandenburg Gate, and hear about the history of the Berlin Wall.
That's stunning, though.
It's really stunning. It's a great place, great for shopping. Well, the Reeperbahn and all the bars there, great nightlife. OK, then you're going to cruise through the Kiel Canal. This runs for 61 miles. It links the North Sea with the Baltic. Took 9,000 workers 8 years to build. Officially opened in 1895. You're cruising through people's back gardens. It's really good fun. They'll be waving to you. It's really friendly. Then you arrive in Helsingborg. And this is an opportunity for you to go to a really rare port of call. It's all about the fresh sea air here. It sits on Öresund, which is a narrow strait separating Sweden and Denmark, full of great architecture that you always find around the Baltic Peninsula. And opposite, you've got the Danish town of Helsingør, which is the setting for Shakespeare's Hamlet. So if you like the bit of the bard, you want a bit of to be or not to be, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. All of that you can do here and more.
Very good.
Okay, thank you very much. I trained, darling. Okay, then we're going through to your next port of call, which is Copenhagen. And you get another overnight here, Sean. That's what's great. 2 overnights in this 8-night cruise for $389. Copenhagen, the Venice of the North, a sea of spires and fairy tale architecture, the place where you can stroll along Hans Christian Andersen's 17th century waterfront district known as Nyhavn, where I got my first tattoo, go and see the Little Mermaid, go into Tivoli Gardens, one of the world's oldest amusement arcades with thousands of flowers and street performers. You can go to different palaces like Amalienborg Palace. It's an incredible chance, and try some of the local smullersbord, the open-faced sandwiches. Beautiful. Then your final port of call, Elburg, which is a Danish medieval town bursting with Viking burial grounds and stunning sea views, and the legendary Jutland coast, and then a relaxing day at sea before you get back home. It's a great itinerary, Sean. It really is.
For those of you that maybe are not always looking for beach cruises and things like that, there's so much interest in that, isn't there?
Really, each port is deserves almost 2 or 3 days stay, and the great thing is you have got 2 overnights. So you really can explore more in more detail.
And just an amazing price tonight. You are saving £690 off the brochure price. It's better than the half price, as I mentioned, and it's the maiden season of their new adults-only ship. So you're going to be amongst one of the first to sail on her. Now, very important, the single special is starting at just $719. A lot of people were shocked last week when I mentioned Keith is no longer single. But for those of you that start, $719 is the single special price. And that is actually based on an outside cabin as well. Now, one thing I'm going to say is we know from Planet Cruise we have very limited availability on the lead date, the 10th of July. So let me just give you the pricing and the dates here. Honestly, we have very, very little availability left on the 10th of July. This is not one of those that you should wait and think, oh, I'll ring next week. I would do it tonight or tomorrow if you possibly can, because that inside price is amazing at $389. The outside is really good at $499, but we do have that single special at $719 as well, but very limited availability on the 10th of July there as well. And also we have the date on the 1st of October.
Just to put that into perspective, I've just had 2 nights in Oxford, okay? I paid more for my 2 nights in Oxford than that cruise is. And that didn't include any food. That didn't include any you know, all the wonderful entertainment you're going to get on board as well. And waking up.
I mean, it's amazing. Anyway, talking of amazing, our next guest, Luke, has joined us.
You're too kind, far too kind.
Luke, we love having you on the show because I know whenever you're here, we're going to get an amazing deal. Because you work for Carnival, of course, don't you?
Absolutely. I work very happily with Carnival Cruise Line. I've worked for many cruise lines. We are loving working with Planet Cruise, and I love coming on when I can bring the best deal. I don't want to come on with just any old deal. I want to come on with an exclusive, something we know is going to sell, something that's really unique.
Well, we know, I mean, just in the past few days, this particular deal that you're going to feature live tonight has been absolutely flying.
I mean, this is the top deal at the moment for Planet Cruise. This is the one that they've got. They've tweaked the price, so we've got an even better deal on the TV tonight. So it's just, it's when we see when we come into it. It
involves an Orlando stay and an amazing cruise around, of course, the Western Caribbean. But let's talk about Carnival. So why are you such a popular brand, Dave?
Well, I mean, we're the biggest cruise line in the world because we really have brought cruising to the masses. I mean, this is the most kind of comparable cruise to a package holiday, if you will. So for people that have maybe ummed and ahed over cruise for a little while, or have been on other cruise lines, but they still don't necessarily want the formality of dinner and the fairly limited dining choices and the traditional shore excursions and things, Carnival offers a much more informal, flexible, more Vegas-style atmosphere on a cruise. Incredible 4-star product. The food is absolutely out of this world. The variety and the value for money is brilliant, and that's a massive thing that we offer more than anyone else, really.
And whenever I've spoken to passengers that have been in your ships, they've always had just such a great time.
We're the fun ships. We're the fun brand. Like, look, it is a very chilled out atmosphere on board. Like, everyone is there to have a good time, enjoy themselves. It's not the party ship atmosphere that maybe was 15, 20 years ago. If you include our new ship we're building at the moment, we're looking at about $1 billion worth of investment in the fleet in the last few years. So this is water parks, comedy clubs, but what we're going to talk about more is the quality of food, the shows, the informality, the kind of great atmosphere that we get on board the ships. Everyone just has a good time.
And when we look at actually what's included, I mean, Keith and I were talking about this before the show. You're away for nearly 2 weeks. You're going to be staying on Orlando. You've got car hire, your flights, and an ocean view for under £900.
Yeah, I mean
really doesn't get better than that, does it?
I mean, if you think about how much flights are to somewhere like Orlando, and when you think about the flexibility with the hotel stays and the things you've got in Orlando, it's not just for families, is it?
Well, we're talking Orlando. There's so much to do, though, isn't there, guys?
There is. It's the world of adrenaline pump fantasy. Looking at things from Gatorland there, you've got Harry Potter World where you can go get some butterbeer. You can head through to Disney, you know, which anyone of all ages will go and enjoy. It's an amazing place. There are 4 theme parks just for Walt Disney, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and then, of course, beyond that, you've also got a chance to go to Legoland, which is a big thing at the moment. You can see my cufflinks. I mean, it's incredible. And if you're a nature lover as well, then there's loads to do here. It's not just about the rides and everything else. So a great start. You've got your car hire here. You've got 5 nights to explore. You've got your wonderful chance just to really, really enjoy that in a great hotel in a great location in a fabulous, energetic and fun city.
So, you know what? If it was $899 for your flights across to America and a great hotel for 5 nights and car hire, that would be amazing. But then here comes your fantastic 8-night cruise with Carnival.
That's it. You embark on the Carnival Valor. You've got a great cruise now, haven't you? You've got a day at sea, and then you hit Cozumel, which is a great little slice of Mexico. It's a great island for divers. If you want to just go, maybe put a snorkel on, get in the water. Jacques Cousteau famously said it was one of his favourite places to dive in the world. You've got mine ruins on the interior, but then you've also got the fun of the Strip, where you've got things like Señor Frogs, where you can go and have a little bit of a different experience, should we say, with some of the locals. It's a great island. Do get involved with the water sports here, though, if you can. Then we're going through to Belize. This is the base of what they call the Yucatan Peninsula, and again, the country's dense rainforest is right in front of you, dotted with mine ruins. It's also home to a range of different tropical wildlife that you can see. Again, you go offshore and you can see the blue hole, but go to the zoo, look at these boys that you can go and see, well, ladies as well, I'm sure. You can't tell from that particular picture. Jaguars, ocelots, storks, howler monkeys, tapirs, crocodiles. There's so much to see. Do a motorbike ride down the old Belize River. I'll do maybe an air bike ride on the Almond Hill Lagoon. It's stunning. Right, then we're going through to Mahogany Bay, and this is Roatan. The largest of the Bay Islands that belong to Honduras, again noted for pristine coral reefs, beautiful beaches, lush tropical forests, a great chance to have a relaxing sea day or continue your underworld experience, or just lay in a hammock, chill out with a cocktail.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
That would be me.
And then finally, Costa Maya. This is great. This is again a chance for you to explore the mangrove thickets of the southern Yucatan, and again the great Mayan civilization. Maybe go out to see the great stepped pyramids and palaces of this ancient civilization. We still don't know how they built these amazing things. It's incredible. And again, you can head out maybe to a trendy beach club. The Overall Beach Club is one of the most luxurious resorts, and there you can relax again, lay back on a sun lounger, play a bit of beach volleyball, watch the beautiful people in their skimpy bathing attire, and maybe go out and enjoy a bit of a lay on the beach.
And then your final days at sea, what kind of things would we do on that final day at sea on board this stunning ship?
The great thing about Carnival is you do as much or as little as you want. I mean, you could be in the thick of it, up on the main pool deck, really getting involved, or you could be taking yourself away into the adults-only area, which is completely complimentary. A lot of cruise lines will charge you $15, $20 per person per day, but there's no charge on board Carnival for a lot of the added value things. You've got great entertainment throughout the day, so many different places to eat. You've got shows going on. I mean, you've got the outdoor cinema. You've got the incredible spa. I mean, we talk about Florida. This deal is Florida and a cruise, but this isn't family Florida. Florida can be anything for couples, and this ship especially is going to be fantastic. And we look at the dates and things as well, peak Caribbean time.
Well, 899, and that is actually, the reason why this is flying, and we are worried about the price going up on this one, because at 899 you actually get an ocean view right now on this one. So a free upgrade when departing on the 7th of December. Return flights, now they're based on Manchester, so great for some of our northern viewers, but again, we can find flights available from most of the UK there as well, and you are getting a 5-night stay in Orlando and a 6-day car hire. Now, Luke was telling me about the amazing prices on the balcony as well. Let's share those with you right now, because on both of those dates, we've actually got balconies for under £1,000 as well.
I mean, if you think for £100 you can upgrade from an inside to a balcony, the value for money is phenomenal. You go into the Caribbean, why go in anything other than a balcony for that value?
The great thing about that is every night you better look out on the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean because the moons are so bright, and you have a cloudless sky, and it will reflect off the water in a million different ways. You'll be sat on your balcony with a glass of champagne. So much more eloquent than I am. Absolutely stunning, it really is.
Well, listen, we are out of time. Next time we'll see Luke, he'll be a dad, by the way. So
well, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
He'll probably look shattered next time.
Yeah, big bags. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us on the show. Now, we've got a really great opportunity for you to meet Keith in the flesh, where you'll see he's slimmer and even more handsome. But most importantly, you're going to get some amazing deals and get to meet over 30 cruise lines. Now, it's free entry, but if you'd like to come along, then just go to the Planet Cruise website right now. We did this show last year, and it was phenomenal. We all had such a great day, didn't we?
And you're going to be there as well, Sean.
I am,
We're both going to be there. So do come along, because, again, all the cruise lines are represented there, and they have deals just on that day that you're not going to be able to get at any other point as well. It's really good.
And what we learned from last year is everyone that went to the actual holiday show learned so much about the cruise industry and the different brands in general.
Yeah, because we have guest speakers there as well to talk about the industry, to talk about new trends, to talk about new destinations. It really is a really good fun time.
Honestly, we cannot wait. So we will see you there on the 28th of June there, but you need to go online now to register, of course. Right, we've got so much to show you. Now, there's nothing like going on board a brand new ship, and the ship that's been talked about so much in the industry is, of course, P&O's brand new Britannia. The price on this one has come right down to $699 today, and there are going to be so many celebrity chefs that are scheduled to be on board. Let's just share some of those with you. So look at this.
Well, this is part, of course, of P&O's Food Heroes. I saw these wonderful people when we had the opening of Britannia a couple of months back. Theo Randall, James Martin and Mary Berry, all scheduled to be on board. But if you book this cruise tonight, Sean, the good guests out there will be entered into a prize draw for a chance to have a one-on-one meeting for 2 people with James Martin. It's something that money can't buy.
Wow.
And so although he'll be on board and he'll be doing other things along with Mary Berry and Rhea Thandall, this is a chance to actually meet him and have a one-on-one.
But you need to book tonight, don't you?
You need to book tonight, that's the rule. And then there'll be a drawn tomorrow.
Wow. That's exclusive to Planet Cruise, of course, as well. We are so excited about this because the ship is amazing and your price tonight is under £700. Keith, you've already been on board, haven't you?
I have. Yeah. Lucky boy.
I'm jealous.
Inspired by P&O Cruises' illustrious past, but designed very much for their fabulous future, this is the biggest cruise ship ever designed for the UK cruise market. Welcome to P&O's beautiful Britannia. One thing you will definitely notice on board Britannia is that there's an abundance of excellent deck space and oodles of sun lounges to help you worship. In fact, there are 4 main pools to choose from, including the adult-only Serenity Pool, a perfect place to escape to for some downtime while the kids are being looked after elsewhere. There's 13 different bars on board, 4 of which are out on deck, which means you can enjoy the sunshine or the stars as you sip your favourite tipple. The stylish new blue cocktail bar is the perfect place for a dirty martini, or there's Brody's. I love that place, and that's where P&O Cruises have introduced the biggest selection of British beers at sea, with over 70 to choose from, representing 56 different UK counties. The food is headed up by P&O Cruises' iconic food heroes. You can enjoy the taste of India with the Master of Spice Atal Kutcher's fabulous Sindhu restaurant, or savour mouth-watering gala dinner options and menus created by the godfather of UK cooking, Mr. Marco Pierre White. If you really want to spoil yourself, you can also book Eric Lanlad's afternoon tea experience, or head to his Market Cafe. It's a French-style patisserie that features fine cheeses, antipasto, charcuterie, tapas and specialty breads. You can enjoy the live music, comedy, cabarets and game shows of the Live Lounge, or sit back for West End style shows in this fabulous new theatre, which features a stunning LED backdrop. Strictly fans also won't be disappointed with the elegant wooden-floored Crystal Room. It's dedicated to dance and the perfect location to rumba the night away. P&O Cruises have really pushed the boat out when it comes to the accommodation. There's a sumptuous range of boutique offerings to choose from, including well-thought-out single cabins to these incredible suites designed by Richmond International that come with your own butler. And all the accommodation on board includes flat-screen TVs, pamper packs from the White Company and bespoke artwork from British artists.
I cannot believe how gorgeous that ship is. The price has come down by £5.50 today. We start off in Southampton, and this is a great chance to visit beautiful ports on the British Isles.
You know, most of us, because of a cheap package holiday, have explored the rest of Europe. We've explored maybe the Caribbean if we've been lucky enough, but we haven't explored our own backyard. Well, this is your chance. This is your chance to see our own beautiful country, the UK. OK, so you're sailing, first of all, up the coast, and you're going past Flamborough Head and South Shields, one of the most spectacular areas of chalk cliffs in Britain, soaring to 400 feet, with these rugged white cliffs with loads of seabirds. And then you're going to pull into South Queen's Ferry, which is your chance to go to Edinburgh. It's the political, commercial, cultural heart of Scotland. It's a beautiful city full of these gorgeous Georgian buildings, gracefully appointed, and of course it's spread across Arthur's Seat, this kind of extinct volcano. There's so much to see. The Palace of Holyrood, of course, the Queen's residence. At one end you've got the Royal Mile, and then you've got the wonderful huge castle sitting dominant at the top. It's a great chance to maybe go and shop for a kilt, head out and try some whiskey, and just soak up that wonderful atmosphere. OK, then we're going through to Invergordon. This is really your chance to go into the Highlands, your chance to go through to Inverness, Cawdor Castle, the setting for Shakespeare's Macbeth on your front doorstep, and of course a chance to go to Loch Ness. Go and see if Nessie's there. Go and blow your Nessie whistle, as we used to do in the cartoons. OK, then we're going over to the Orkney Isles. I love that. I mean, this is great. This is Kirkwall. This is washed by the furthest reach of the Gulf Stream. 70 islands with dramatic landscapes. Again, huge sea cliffs rising up to 1,000 foot, and you've got loads of great things. Now, divers, this is your chance to go to the Scapa Flow, where the German fleet, of course, was scuttled by its own commander. But it's also got the greatest concentration of prehistoric sites in all of Europe, including Skara Brae, which is over 5,000-year-old village.
I've always wanted to go to the Orkney. It's never been.
It's an amazing place. Then you're going to sail past Cape Wrath on the northwesterly extreme coast of mainland Scotland, see a wonderful lighthouse built by Robert Stevenson, and then you're going to go into Greenock for Glasgow. This is great. Lying on the banks of the River Clyde, that famous shipbuilding river, it boasts some of the finest Victorian architecture in the entire United Kingdom, at great shopping, and your gateway to Loch Lomond. I'll take the high road and you take the low road. Oh, beautiful. That was my best Scottish impression. Apologies to anyone that does actually come from Scotland. on. I hope I didn't offend you. Then we're going through to Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool, an amazing place. I was there recently, of course, for Cunard 175. Great city to sail into as you come up the Mersey past Crosby Beach and Anthony Gormley's otherworldly experience, those Iron Men. You've got the Three Graces there to see. You've got two great cathedrals. You've got the home of the Beatles, the Titanic Memorial. There's so much to see and do. Okay, then you're going to move on from there to Dublin, a gracious and cosmopolitan city sitting on the River Liffey, one of Europe's premier destinations. Trendy coffee houses, again, great shopping. You can go for your history, maybe go through to the Gow, go through to Trinity College for the Book of Kells, or go and see at Guinness Storehouse and see how the black stuff was really created. You know, I think it's £1 a year they pay for the lease on that place. Then you're going through to Cork. 7th century it dates back to. It's one of the most romantic places in Ireland, and it's a great chance for you to go and kiss the Blarney Stone. That's what I recommend to do there. My ex-fiancée was from there. I'll say no more, but it's a beautiful place to explore. And then you're going to sail past around the Cornish coast, past these beautiful whitewashed fishing villages that rush out to meet the sea, tranquil estuaries and beautiful sandy beaches before you go to St Peter's Port in Guernsey. Once a haunt of sea dogs and pirates, it's now one of the prettiest harbours in the whole of Europe. It's the only place in the UK to be basically occupied by the Germans in World War II. So a great thing to do is to go around and see all the different fortifications that dot the island.
I'd say it's one of my favourite ports I've ever visited on a cruise.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
People get so surprised by it, and it's a great place to go out and eat in the restaurants.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of money in the area, so there's a really high level of cuisine. And just get on the local buses and explore.
I paid for a taxi to take me on, but then it turned out afterwards that everyone else had taken the buses.
Yeah, there's only two buses, it's £1, and one goes one way, one goes the other. You can't go wrong. They come regularly, it's so simple. Yeah, so again, that's a big top tip.
And then I'm afraid you have to come back to Southampton and back home, of course, as well. Now, again, we know we're going to be busy tonight. This one is a star sailing. Remember, Mary Berry is scheduled to be on board as well, and celebrity chefs James Martin, Theo Randall are also scheduled to be on board. My advice would definitely be, we've got a great relationship with the Meon Valley Marriott in Southampton. You could stay there, £75 per person for the night, but you'll get free parking and port transfers as well, so it's really worth doing that for 12-night cruise.
Such a great way to start your cruise, so relaxing, and you get your taxi transfer through to the port and pick you up. It really, you feel like $1 million when you stay there.
And there is nothing like being on board a brand new ship. You'll be part of the Britannia in her maiden season. And this one has come down by £550 tonight. You can grab this for $699, but it is going to go very, very quickly. And don't forget, if you want any extra information, that free phone number is there, 0800 840 1088.
And remember, if you book this tonight, you'll be in a chance to win that competition. That's the big thing there. You get a chance to have a one-on-one with James Martin. So book it.
Imagine that. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be good.
Right. We've got a biggie for you now with Royal Caribbean on board the Voyager of the Seas. Now, this starts off with a flight from Heathrow to Hong Kong, and we're there for 2 nights in a hand-picked 4-star hotel.
It is. We love it. Literally translated, fragrant harbour is what it means. Beautiful modern skyscrapers and luxury hotels cling to the slopes, and then you've got these narrow streets that are crammed with noodle vendors and fortune tellers and bone setters. You can eat out 3 times a day for 12 years and not eat at the same place twice. You can head up to the top and look down on Victoria Harbour, but you also get a Symphony of Lights cruise, and that's at 8 o'clock every night. They have this wonderful light show, and you're going to get a chance, it's all included, to cruise out to the middle of the harbour and see all the buildings and all the lights.
And you tell me that is a magical
cruise. It's an amazing experience.
And that's a tour included, of course,
included
as well.
in the cost of what you're seeing.
Then you're transferred from the hotel to port, and you've got a 10-night cruise on board the Voyager of the Seas. Let's take you on board.
I mean, Royal Caribbean, Sean, you know them. I know you're a big fan.
Yeah, they were my first cruise, and I've cruised them 4 times now.
This is it. And again, from your cruise back in the 1960s when they were just starting out, you know, to now, it's incredible. So they're really fun, aren't they? The great thing is with Royal Caribbean, it's all about the fun. It's all about things you can do, activities.
I think they offer something for everybody. You see lots of extended families on board, you know, from the grandparents to the grandchildren.
Well, because you've got ice rinks on board, you can go ice skating, there's rock climbing. You know, I was on board a Royal Caribbean ship yesterday, the new Anthem of the Seas, and again, you know, they really do incredible things. Johnny Rockets, you know, your 1960s American diner where you can go and you see the dancing barman, get yourself an Oreo sundae or a nice burger. Great selection of different dining on board. And the big thing about cruising, of course, it's social, but it's for all ages. So you can have 3 or 4 generations on the same ship, all do something different, all get a very different experience, but meet together in the evening.
Love this part of the ship, the Royal Promenade. Yeah. That's the kind of heart of the ship, isn't it?
They have big street parties with big brass bands going down there. But again, part of that is the cruise director leads an amazing array of entertainments, you know, and whether it is the ice show on board, whether it is the West End style shows in the main theatre, theatre, you will not be bored.
I've got to say, Royal Caribbean standards when it comes to entertainment, really good, aren't they?
Very, very high, and they're market leaders in the sense of innovating and bringing in new things, particularly within entertainment.
So you were going to have a great, great time. But what I love about having Keith on the show is that the itinerary on this one is absolutely breathtaking. And, you know, you have travelled the world, so you can really give us an insight into these wonderful ports. So we've already talked about, of course, Hong Kong. We're there for 2 nights.
Yeah, we should just say we are Planet Cruise, the UK's #1 agent for selling Royal Caribbean. You just saw it
yes,
go
of
there.
course, yeah.
And the first port of call, quite a rare one. We already talked about Hong Kong, but now you're coming into China. And this, literally translated, basically is the Hawaii of China. It's a great chance. You see a lot of Chinese honeymooners here enjoying it as well. Yeah, it's really great. Tropical climate, 20 kilometres long length of beaches, beautiful sandy beaches, some amazing mountains in the background, loads of water sports, snorkeling, jet skiing. It's a great chance for you just to kick back and have a great time. Now, relaxing day at sea before we go to Vietnam. So straight away we've got from Hong Kong to China, over now to Vietnam, overnight on board Ho Chi Minh City, the former Saigon. The port itself is called Phu Mai, and of course it's a great chance for you to enjoy a city where the motorbike is king, to head into the Rex Hotel, which is right in the heart. From there everywhere is walkable. You can head out to all these ancient ruins that dot the jungles, or of course you can sail down, paddle down the Mekong River. It's an incredible opportunity here to enjoy an authentic part of Vietnam, and you've got the overnight there to really get stuck in. Try some of the street food as well. Relaxing day at sea before your next country. This is so cool. Now you are going through to Thailand. Lam Shabang is your port. And then you go a journey through into the hottest capital city in the world, where you've got the floating markets, where you can get a great array of different produce from the locals that are so super friendly.
It just must be fascinating.
It's an incredible thing. I always say, if you go through to Thailand, do a tuk-tuk ride, which is the little kind of three-wheeler kind of motorbike with a little sidecar, or not sidecar, it's dragging this. I can't explain it.
I know
just look it up. It's incredible. Really good fun.
But we are there overnight, aren't we?
You are there overnight. You've got this, the Waterun Temple, which sits on the seafront there. There's many others there as well. Wat Po, where you get the blind masseuses that give you an amazing Thai massage. Try the cuisine again, made with coconut milk and wonderful lemongrass. Translated, it means land of the free, and that's because Thailand culturally is so authentic because it was never conquered. It's the only country in this area that was never conquered by another nation, so it really retains a sense of authentic cultural history and identity. Okay, then we're going through, after your overnight there, relaxing day at sea, to your next place, incredible, Singapore. Okay, you're getting off, you're going to a hotel for 2 nights. This is the commercial centre now, Southeast Asia, and again, Chinese shop houses, sturdy Victorian buildings, Buddhist temples, Arab bazaars, great array of different entertainment. You know, the Singapore Night Zoo is incredible, 900 different nocturnal animals. It's got a great walk-in aviary, the Jurong Bird Park. It's great for shopping, really, really great. You know, Orchard Road, you can go get your Gucci and Vuitton. You've got the Marina Bay Sands Hotel that we'll see in a minute, which kind of sits on top of 3 skyscrapers. It's great for its fashion.
That's and the gardens, Bird of course, Park. In the bird park. Oh, there you go.
That's the Marina Bay Sands. It's incredible. And of course, it's one of only 2 cities in the world that retains a patch of virgin rainforest, and that's the Bukit Timah Nature Park. If you get a chance, go there. And you've got Raffles Hotel, so you can go and see the world of the Singapore sling, where it was originally invented, developed. That's the Long Bar.
And don't forget, all of this is organised for you, all the transfers, all the hotel stays, the cruise. You know, Planet Cruise have made sure that every aspect of this amazing holiday is you know, thought through in such detail. And
absolutely is.
And I think that just takes a lot of the, you know, I'd find this really hard to arrange myself, but it's all done for you.
It is done for you, and the best bit's still to come, Sean.
Oh, yes.
Because now we're going over to Siem Reap, okay? And I've stayed here myself for 5 days. It's an incredible opportunity when I was touring around Cambodia. This is your chance to go and see the temples of Angkor Wat. These photos do not do it justice. I'm sorry, nothing will. You've got to go and see it. This is there's over 100 different temples built by the Khmer people that date back over 1,000 years. That's Tar Prom, where they filmed a lot of the Lara Croft stuff, and you see the trees there are taking over the temples. They're reclaiming it, and I've walked and explored these temples. Now, included in this, you get a chance to explore these temples. That's included in the price. You also get a chance to tour the night markets of Siem Reap. But you've got 3 days here, which is an incredible opportunity to explore it, because there is so much to see, so much to do, and seeing sunrise or sunset over Angkor Wat is probably the most amazing experience of my life. Apart from cuddling a koala in Australia, this comes in and equally sits with it.
And when Keith and I were talking about this deal before the show, you were saying this really clinches it, doesn't it?
This really does. It's very rare to have that much of an intensive time. I mean, this is something that should be top of your bucket list. If you haven't done Angkor Wat, do it, and if you want to do it, go and do it now with this cruise.
Now, the reason why we're featuring this tonight, all the tours are included, as Keith said, but the price has just come down as well. So it's an amazing opportunity to experience all of this for under £1,700. Return flights, they're based on London, Heathrow. We can always look at other flights across the UK. Just please ask us about those. You're getting 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Hong Kong, Singapore, and that wonderful Symphony of Lights cruise as well while you're in Hong Kong. And then 3 nights stay in that 4-star hotel. And again, you said that this final part of the holiday.
It's incredible. And if you want to impress your Cambodian tour guides or any Cambodian when you're there, use the word bumak. It means friend.
Oh, really?
It'll put a massive smile on their face. Our guide used to chase us through the jungle, bless him, when we were on our tours. We'd have fun. He'd go, bumak, bumak. It's such a lovely... They're the nicest people in the world, Cambodians. Well, they are so friendly. Bumak, remember it.
Why don't you book that one tonight? Amazing offer, and definitely a holiday of a lifetime. Wow, I'd love to do that one myself. Wow. But there's still more. And celebrity cruises are next. And what I love about this particular celebrity cruise, the upgrades are incredible. We're going to talk about those in a second, but this is an 8-night cruise. Take you across the Eastern Roman Empire, we've called this one actually. There's some beautiful places, Naples and Athens. But before we talk about the itinerary, Keith was on board with Celebrity a little while ago. He's got a good life, hasn't he? And here he is to tell you about 5-star modern luxury.
With exceptional levels of service and a crew-to-guest ratio of 1:2, and well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that's both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line who offer a very real sense of modern luxury. Celebrity cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining, not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality of the food that they offer. Experience saver menus pairing classic and contemporary selections from casual al fresco dining through to the stunning main dining room. And of course, there's an appetizing range of quirky, excellent specialty restaurants. Matching a bar to your mood is what Celebrity does best. And there's a great range of beverage and wine packages offering great value. You can top up the tan while enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your Sea Pass card and help yourself to another great glass of vino in Cellar Masters. You can soak up the sounds of the big band in the Passport Bar, or try one of the 64 craft beers available on board. My favourite, though, has to be here at the Molecular Bar, where tasting the work of the liquid chef will engage all your senses. Life on board Celebrity Cruises is an opportunity for you to enjoy your holiday just as you want it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice really is yours. Cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship. When the sun sets, Celebrity ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars, lounges, nightclubs and casinos. You can relax with a cocktail, meet new friends, take to the dance floor or hit the casino tables. But keep an eye out for the interactive theme parties. You may even find dancers in exquisite costumes suddenly appear to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, dance, comedy, magic, music and an extraordinary front row seat waiting just for you. On a Celebrity cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from and over 85% have a private balcony. The design is smart, fresh and contemporary, and all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen and 24-hour complimentary room service. From comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
Wow, well, I'm actually going on a Celebrity Cruise in July for a friend's 50th birthday because I know the standards are always outstanding. So many awards.
Yeah, so many awards, Sean.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, probably the best food I've eaten on board a cruise ship. It's absolutely incredible.
Wow.
I mean, I was beaten on one of the meals. I went to cuisine and I've never been beaten
that?
before in my life.
But this one is featuring tonight because it's just come down in price by another £100. $899. Starts off with a flight over to Rome, of course.
Yeah, over to Rome. And I've got to say, a great chance for you to fly, to head into Rome, the Eternal City, and then get on the ship and head straight over to Naples. Again, that's the important thing because you won't have too much time to explore Rome. So we're going to get straight on that ship and go to Naples. Naples. It's Italy's most red-blooded city. It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. The whole city centre is UNESCO protected, and it's dripping with ancient architecture and cathedrals and churches. But what else? Well, you've got on your doorstep the Amalfi Coast. You've got the island of Capri. You've got the history of places like Herculaneum. You know, it's an incredible chance for you to go up Mount Vesuvius if you want to, and of course Pompeii. Headed to the cliff-top town of Sorrento and look down on the lemon and orange blossom coast. It's an incredible place to enjoy, something very different. And of course, I will always say this, go and try the pizza. Pizza was invented here, and you don't get better pizza anywhere in the world. Okay, then we're going through to Sicily. So we're staying now right in the south, and it's incredible. My brother-in-law's from Sicily, from near Messina, and this is a great opportunity for you to see a sickle-shaped harbour where Shakespeare set Much Ado About Nothing. Now, of course, it's a great island. You can trace the Godfather films and walk in the footsteps of Marlon Brando and many others. You can hike up Mount Etna, Europe's biggest volcano. You can see it all via the wonderful railway, which takes you right round Etna. Or, of course, you can go up to Taormina, which is probably the most charming town in Sicily. If there's one tour to do, go and do that. And the theatre actually silhouettes the wonderful Etna, almost like a frame of a painting. It's incredible. Try the olive oil ice cream. Okay, relaxing day at sea before we then go through to Athens. Piraeus is the port which is as old as Athens itself. This is the birth of democracy. This is the ancient Parthenon standing for 2,000 years on the Acropolis. And in the footsteps of the Acropolis, you've got these wonderful street markets called the Monostrati street markets. You've got those great tavernas and a real bustling, hustling life that was brought to life at the Olympics. It's a great city to get around. Go and see the changing of the guard. Walk in the footsteps of people like Socrates and Plato. And if you can, get a chance to head to Anafakita, which is this wonderful 19th century neighbourhood on the northern slopes, which are literally chiselled out of the rock. Okay, next you go to Santorini. This is incredible, this really is. Basically, it's a volcano that blew its top, filled with water. Many people think it's going to be the setting for the lost city of Atlantis. Beautiful sugar cube houses with blue dome churches. Take the cable car up, walk along the top of the caldera through to the next village along, and just take in the views and try some of the sweet wine if you can. And be careful of using the donkeys. Because they know they're getting fed on the way back down. It's very, very quick, and on the way up, it's quite a bumpy ride. So I'd say stick to the cable car or walk it if you're feeling fit. Then we're going from Santorini, that amazing, probably one of the most amazing sailings in the world, in my top 5. Then we're going through to Rhodes, another one of my favourite islands in the world. Basking in more hours of sunshine than any other Greek island. It's known not only for its water sports, but for its fascinating past. Where you dock is right by the ancient town of Rhodes, built by the Hospitaller Knights. You can walk in under the Gate of Virgin Shorn, and then you can go through there to the wonderful squares, past this 14th century sandstone architecture with the coats of arms of the knights that once lived there, chiselled into the stone.
Just thinking, this really is a beautiful cruise.
It really is incredible, Sean. And then you've got Falaraki nearby if you want a bit of water sports and a bit more fun. Or you can head down to Lindos for one of the best views in Greece from the top of the Acropolis there. It's a stunning destination. Try gyros if you can, which is a local Greek fast food. It's really, really good. So with a bit of tzatziki, can't say better than that.
Now, a relaxing day at sea, and I love the days at sea with Celebrity. You know, the ships are so beautiful. It's great to have a day to really just relax and enjoy all of the free entertainment, and maybe get a bit of a suntan. But we're actually making our way over to Istanbul, aren't we?
That's right, you disembark in Istanbul, which means you get to sail in. And we need to mention this because the sailing to Istanbul alone is so worth it, because the whole of the skyline is lit up in front of you, and you have 2 continents. You have Asia to your right, Europe to your left, the Bosphorus splitting the two, and it's an incredible amalgamation of some amazing cathedrals and churches and a great bazaar.
And don't forget, with Planet Cruise, we can make any trip bespoke. So if you ever want to stay extra nights in a place, maybe you want to stay in Istanbul for a few nights afterwards, we can always make the trip bespoke for you and change things like flights and hotel stays.
Absolutely. One of the big things I'd recommend to do here is put a stay in Istanbul on at the end. Do that because there's so much to see here. You can go to see how this harem, the Sultan's harem, lived in the great palace there. Great fun.
Now, something that we are very excited about on this particular cruise, we've had a price drop, which is why we're featuring it tonight, but also we've got some amazing upgrades. So, and I'll show those in a second because they're really worth taking advantage of tonight. We've actually got a free upgrade from Ocean View to Concierge. Return flights are based on Gatwick, but you also get all of your overseas transfers. And as I mentioned, we can find you flights from all over the UK. Just ask our call centre. Now, concierge class, this is really special. I've actually had, say, 2 cruises where I've been concierge class, and there are so many advantages. Things like priority check-in, personalised concierge service, a welcome gift, things like sparkling wine, which is a lovely start. And just really nice things like afternoon canapes delivered to your stateroom, custom-blended shower gels, and complimentary shoe shine service as well. But we also have an amazing price now on Aqua class. Now, this is really, really special. A personalised spa concierge to arrange things like spa treatments. You get exclusive access to the famous Blue speciality restaurants as well. Complimentary access to the Persian Garden. That's fantastic. Have you been to Persian Garden?
I have. Oh. I was there a couple of weeks ago. I'm thinking of booking this myself.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. 10th of September.
Things like your pillow menu, even plush bathrobe, slippers, priority disembarkation as well as that priority check-in, express luggage delivery, and complimentary shoe shine as well. Just some of the extras you get if you choose Aqua Class. Now, you might be thinking it's going to cost a fortune to go Aqua Class or concierge, but the prices on this are incredible. You can actually go for concierge for just an extra £200, and Aqua is only £1,199. So really great prices really on those.
Yeah, that's what 5 stars, 5-star cruise line, and you do notice that extra star. You really do.
So honestly, give us a call for that one right now. If you want concierge balcony, it's just an extra £200 more. But we've got one final cruise for. It's been a great show, hasn't it?
It has been really good. Lots of great deals, and this is a great way to finish, almost like saving the best till last.
Okay, it's with Princess Cruises. I'm going on a Princess Cruise in a few weeks. Can't wait, actually. And this is on board the Star Princess.
Again, we are the #1 seller.
Are we?
For Princess. Again, mostly all the cruise lines that we feature, pretty much, we are the #1 agent for them.
Wow! But we start off in Buenos Aires, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We've got a wonderful 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel in the heart of Buenos Aires, an amazing city, founded, of course, in the 16th century. Roughly translated, it means fresh air, and there's plenty of that there. You get a chance to head out to the life of the cowboy, the gaucho, as they call it. Go and try some of those hearty, wonderful Argentine steaks and those gorgeous red wines that are so spicy, and just head out to see the horsemanship of those famed cowboys. You've got loads of great waterfalls and literally jungle on your front doorstep that you can enjoy. But of course, the city itself is incredible. The Boca district, where the first Italian immigrants settled, with so many brightly coloured tin houses, and it's there that the tango was given birth to. And you're going to see a little bit of an element there, a little bit of the romance, the passion of a tango. And you've got the Recoleta Cemetery as well, of course, where the legendary Eva Perón now resides. It's an incredible city. Go and see the Colon Theatre as well, and take in the history of this wonderful, wonderful world, which is literally called the Paris of the South. So think of the romance of Paris put in an even hotter destination.
Again, it's on my wish list. It really is.
It's an incredible place. It really, really is. And again, you can even head out there and get involved in a little bit of snow and some of the local huskies. There's so much to do, see and do.
And you're talking about the tango. You actually get a tango show and dinner included, don't you?
That's right, Sean. You do. Yeah, thank you for reminding us all about that. And then you're going to transfer over to here. You get on a plane. We're going to fly you from Buenos Aires to Iguazu, and it's here that you're going to see these waterfalls. Now look at that picture. You're going to see another one now. Now, bearing in mind, Eleanor Roosevelt, apparently when she saw these waterfalls, she said, "Poor Niagara."
And you get a full day tour, don't you? Yeah.
You get a full day tour, that's right, to explore them. You can go right up to them on the boat there and just explore the power and see the pure power of the water pouring over. They're absolutely stunning. It's like nothing. And I've got to say, you know, dwarfs the Niagara Falls. Sorry, fans of Niagara Falls, these dwarf them. Hundreds of waterfalls, nearly 3 kilometres stretching across, pouring their water down. And again, it splits. The falls lie between Brazil and Argentina, so it's quite a unique place.
They really do look amazing, don't they? And then you have a 40-night cruise with Princess, of course. Right, kids, I'm going to let you talk through Princess.
Amazing brand, of course, an American brand that have been around now for many years, really focusing on service. When you go on one Princess ship, you've been on all of them because they keep their standards very high. They like to keep things familiar to you. They've introduced and innovated a lot to the industry. So you get their wonderful, huge cinema screens out open doors. You get a great selection of dining where you can eat lots of different styles, from Italian pizzerias service through to classic French dining. Maybe you want your lobster thermidor. You know, great entertainment again. So you're going to see comedians, magicians. You're going to see great West End style dance shows, comedy, and again live music in most of the venues for you to enjoy. Again, it's all about service. All Princess ships work around the Piazza, which is the central area where they have a Vines wine bar where you can sit down, try some tapas, drink some wine, and there'll be spontaneous performances erupting around you. And again, what is cruising? Well, cruising is an opportunity to get the best service you've ever experienced. And really, you've not experienced true service until you've been on a cruise. And Princess are really at the top end of this.
I'm really excited about my Princess cruise, but we've got such a great, a real cruise of a lifetime. So I'm going to let you talk through here, Keith, because it's an area of the world that I've never been to, but I'd love to go.
Okay, so bear in mind, you've already done Buenos Aires, you've already done the Iguazu Falls, then you've got another day in Buenos Aires on the ship before you head off. Then your first port of call after leaving Buenos Aires is Montevideo. This is nestled between Brazil and Argentina. It's Uruguay, the second smallest country in South America, one of the most literate nations in the world, and it's got a great cosmopolitan capital. Great chance for you to walk around there. That's the Independence Square that you can go and see. Again, the life of the cowboy, heading out to see some of their displays of horsemanship is great to do. Go to the port market, or if you can, head out to Punta del Este, South America's most famous seaside resort, full of big name celebrities. Then you're going through to your next port, back to Argentina, Puerto Madryn. Okay, this is great. This is situated in the what they call the Patagonian Peninsula. It was founded by Welsh immigrants, and it's your chance to head out and see some incredible wildlife, be it the whales, be it of course the penguins that you saw pictures of there, or go and have a quaint Welsh tea in one of the local villages. It's amazing to think that, you know, that, again, a little place like Wales having such a big influence all this way away. You know.
Yeah.
Next, relaxing day at sea before you go to the Falkland Islands. We know that's a legendary name now for the UK. Penguins, whales, dolphins, sea lions, albatross, ferns, and a massive abundance of different flowers, including the pale maiden, the delicate pale maiden, for which the island is famous for. Great ports to call into. Then you're going to cruise Cape Horn. Scenic cruising, going around Cape Horn. Incredible. The southernmost tip of South America, the culmination of the Andes, where you're going to see again a whole load of great wildlife that will just take your breath away as you watch out on deck. And again, once you've done the cruising of the Cape Horn, you'll then be able to dine with one foot on the dinner table and wear a golden looped earring. Trust me, I do it all the time. Then we're going through to Ushuaia. This is surrounded on three sides by towering peaks. It's a former penal colony on the banks of the Beagle Channel, and again beach forests, glaciers, waterfalls, an abundance of wildlife. Then we're going through to Punta Arenas. We're now in Chile, through the Straits of the Magellan. It's stunningly beautiful here. Pretty bays, massive small inlets, and this. Look at these mountains. It's like something out of Lord of the Rings. It just takes your breath away. You're looking at the incredible Torres del Paine National Park. Martian, almost Martian topography there. Then we're going through to see the Amelia Glacier. And literally going to cruise through Chile to see this huge glacier, which is surrounded by snow-capped mountain peaks and majestic forests, and it's incredible. And again, another chance to see some amazing sea lions and special peeled dolphins and a variety of seabirds that soar above the ice. Relaxing day at sea before you go to Puerto Montt. This is Chile's magnificent lake district, snow-capped volcanoes, alpine valleys. Just look at that, it takes your breath away. It's a chance for you to enjoy and see where the Germans emigrated here and they settled. You've got a little German villages like Puerto Varas, which is known as the Village of Roses for obvious reasons. And you just saw the Oscano volcano, which is the Fujiyama of South America. It rises up nearly 9,000 foot. Relaxing day at sea. Before there's more, you're arriving in Santiago, you're going to transfer to a hotel for another 2-night stay. And the port, of course, is Valparaiso before you go through to Santiago itself. It's Chile, and it sits at the foot of the Andes. Look at that. Look at those photos. You can do the cable cars in Valparaiso. You can head out into the Bella Vista neighborhood, bursting with street art and great food. You can go and see the home of the poet Pablo Neruda, which he built for one of his wives, number 3. Winding garden paths and little beautiful cute bridges and secret passageways. And of course you can go out to the Maipo Valley, which if you're a wine lover like yourself and me, Sean, it's just a short drive to the south, and it's an incredible chance to try some beautiful local viticulture.
I mean, what a breathtaking cruise to finish the show. Cruise on so many stays there, of course.
And you get a tour there as well. So
yes, you do, don't you?
The Santiago City tour is included in that.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
if you want more information, give us a call. So we have got very, very experienced cruise consultants ready to talk you through. This is exclusive, of course, to Planet Cruise. It is an exclusive package. Return flights based on London, of course, but again, we can provide flights from most UK airports. And you've got the 2 nights extra stays, and there's 4-star hotels across there. So absolutely stunning trip of a lifetime. I could do all of them tonight. Anyway. Time for a quick recap. Something I've got to mention, by the way, you've probably noticed throughout the show, every cruise has its own ID number. I'll read these out for you as we go through, but make a note of that, and you can just pop it into the Planet Cruise website, and it will just make it easy for you to search and find extra information. But also, if you're booking a cruise, we can find it just a bit more swiftly as well. So now we started off with a massive price reduction. This is with, of course, Cruise Maritime. This is better than half price. You're saving £690 off the brochure price, and this is their adult-only ship, of course. You're going to be one of the first to sail on her. The single special is really good. It's at 719. That's based on an outside cabin as well, so you can have all of that natural light. We do have limited availability on the lead date there, the 10th of July. I'm going to really hurry you to book that one tonight if you can. 389 is, of course, the price for the 10th of July. We then moved on. We had Luke, and he joined us, of course, with a cruise and stay that has been selling so fast. It's a 13-night Orlando stay. You get car hire and a Western Caribbean cruise there. And this is based on an ocean view price as well at $899. The flights from Manchester, we can find flights from most UK airports, of course, and you do get a 5-night stay in Orlando and a 6-day car hire as well. Then Keith and I were both really surprised to see the latest ship with P&O, the Britannia, the ship that everyone's talking about on tonight's show. You can be on board for 12 nights for $699, and it's a great star sailing. Remember, celebrity chefs James Martin, Theo Randall are going to be there. They're scheduled to be on board, as is Mary Berry. And our advice would be to stay in the Meon Valley Marriott the night before. Just makes it really smooth, and that's just £75 per person, and you get parking and port transfers. We then moved on to Royal Caribbean, the Voyage of the Seas, Singapore, the Cambodia stay there at the end, all of those, say, hotel stays across this amazing holiday. And, of course, the price has come down to $1699. The ID number there is 101524. We then moved on to Celebrity Cruises. Amazing value here. 8 nights, and you are exploring the Eastern Roman Empire there. You're going to get a free upgrade from Ocean View to Concierge, so you're actually missing the balcony and going straight to Concierge class on that one as well. Return flights are based on London Gatwick. And then finally, we just saw Princess Cruises on board the Star Princess, the 22-night Argentina to Chile cruise there. Don't forget, by the way, we also have a show live this Friday at 11 a.m. And we'd love you to be part of the show and to get interactive. You can do that, of course, via Twitter. You can tweet us. You can search us on Facebook. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, or email us hello@planetcruise.co.uk. Oh, and I need to remind you, we're about to celebrate our 400th show, and you've got a chance of joining Keith and I, watching the show live, and also having a great buffet lunch with us as well. You'll see how slick we are, won't you? Won't obvious, Keith?
We will. It'll be a fantastic occasion. I've got some
best behaviour.
I've got some shout-outs here. Happy 51st wedding anniversary to Anne. That's from Helen Grime. Hello to Danielle Burton, to Char, to Greg Smith, to Sharon Veal, to Nick Tavender, who says good luck to Suzanne for her exam. And hello to Karen, Ray and Shez Jones. And we'll have the photos from yesterday's trip to Anthem on Friday's show.
Brilliant. Book your cruise tonight. I know you'll love the whole experience. I'll see you soon, Keith. Thank you.
Thank you.